Hey Cosplays here, and welcome to Cosplay Breakdowns, where I discuss past and current cosplays and how you can cosplay on a budget. Today I want to talk about fabric, which is going to be your main source of when you are creating cosplays. The main fabric that I use when creating cosplays is that I will get fabric from big box stores, or I will use curtains and bed sheets. Curtains and bed sheets are a really good alternative because they're cheaper to find, you can find them easier secondhand, and you can do a lot more with them. So where do I get my fabric? The main place I go is thrift stores, and I'm not talking about the big name thrift stores, I'm talking about hole-in-the-wall, random spot in your community thrift stores. I have a lot of thrift stores in my community that give back to the community, so I prefer to put my dollar there because one, I know that it'll go back into the community, but two, I can get a lot of really good fabric for a really good price. For example, this year the dress that I made for when I turned 30, this bolt of fabric was like $7 at the thrift store, and I have much more of it left over. Thrift stores are also great too because you can find different pieces of clothing as well that you can alter whether you need to make it bigger or smaller, or if you just need a section of it. Yard sales are also a really good place to look too, because then you can find some of the same stuff that you would at a thrift store, but a lot of times you can get it for an even better deal. I'll also hit up my friends and family. I'll randomly make a post saying, hey, I need some fabric, and sometimes people will be like, oh yeah, I have some left over that you can just have, and so I've made a couple of my cosplays that way. And I will use big box stores if I can't find it secondhand. I prefer to find it secondhand, but if I have to go to a big box store, I try to get it on sale or on clearance. That way I can get a little more bang for my buck. How do I organize my fabric? So I am one of those cosplayers that I like to hoard a bunch of fabric. I will usually find something and be like, oh, I can use this, and then I will hold on to it for a long time before I use it, but I try to organize everything by color. That way I know what I have a surplus of and what I need to get, or if I'm looking for a certain color, I can kind of see what kind what shade or hue that I'm looking for. Right now I keep my fabric organized in file containers and also a 3-drawer storage bin. This isn't the best option that I have. I'm still working with stuff since I've had to move things around, but as you can also see, it is overflowing, so I'm actually going to take some of these projects and work on some things hopefully in the near future. And lastly, what do I do with my scraps? So I try to do a few different things since I end up with a bunch of scraps left over, so I try to reuse them in different crafts or for different cosplay accessories and stuff like that. I'll also take some and create fabric bookmarks for my business. I am an independent writer, so I like to have some extra things for in-person events that if somebody's not interested in the story but they still want to participate and helping me out, then I have some bookmarks. And you can always use them for stuffing as well. Sometimes polyfill or polyfoam isn't always accessible, or you can't always get it. It's not going to give you the same shape, but it is a good way to use what you already have. So I think that's everything that I have for fabric. If you have any other questions or want to know something more about one piece or another, please leave a comment below. You can follow me for cosplay photos and cosplay videos. You can find all of my links over on my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope that your cosplaying goes great. Bye! Tell me about it.
Yeah.